October is here, so we can take a look at my Vanguard portfolio. It's a bit of a groundhog day this time, but let's take a look what's been happening. Hi, I'm Marta. Welcome back to my channel. I get quite a few questions from you about Vanguard, about investing with Vanguard, about technical issues with Vanguard, and I decided to make like a spin-off of these videos, not to clutter the portfolio videos, and once a month release questions about Vanguard videos, so look out for those. There's been a lot of talk about crash, there's been a lot of talk about dips and buying the dip. For me and for any long-term investment, it means close to nothing. I do not follow the news, I do not buy into panic, I simply continue investing instead. If I can invest a bit more, then I do that. If it happens to be during a small dip, then lucky me, but I'm not planning for it and I'm not timing the market, and I suggest you don't do that too. Passive investing is supposed to be passive for a reason, it's supposed to be lazy for a reason, and even if somebody tells you that's ignorance, that's arrogance, whatever it is, long term you are more likely to outperform those who play with their portfolios far too much. So just set the sail and stay the course and ignore all the noise around you. Okay, let's open Vanguard and take a look at my portfolio. Like I said, it's a bit of a groundhog day, not much change in terms of my portfolio value. It's £163,028.27. So we kind of stuck on the same figure. So it's as if we're still back in September, and technically we should be doing better, but when it comes to investing there are no shoots, so it is what it is. Let's take a look at my transactions first. What have I done this month? Since my previous update, I made a contribution into my ISA on the 10th of September, then I invested spare change on the 14th of September, then 20th of September I invested in my pension, £300, then some more in my pension on the 4th of October, that's £1,500, and on the 8th of October £1,000 into my ISA. That's it. So in total £3,400. Okay, let's take a look at my ISA now. So I have £500 remaining allowance for this tax year, and I hope to max it out next month. We'll see how it goes. No cash for now. Let's take a look at my investments. My current holdings, no changes here, so still Life Strategy 100, emerging markets that are as always in red. Some of you are really worried about China and what's happening in China, that is going to be a housing crisis, real estate crisis and a recession triggered by that. I do not worry about that. If that happens, that's what happens. Be it. Again, it's long-term investing, so no need to panic. Another person asked me what funds include China in them, and it's pretty much all the funds that have emerging markets in them. Life strategy funds also include China, your target retirement funds as well. But keep in mind that your exposure to China is very, very small. It's just a tiny little bit of your portfolio, so it's not going to create a huge drop in your portfolio value. Do not panic too quickly. Then I have my all-world ETF, as most investors do, and the SP500, favored by many because of its very, very low fee and also past performance. Let's see how it's been doing. Let's push this graph. As you can see, it went down a little bit from 77,890 to 74,780. So that's what's been happening. Let's look at calculations, fees, then month by month performance. So according to these calculations, my investments did actually grow a tiny little bit. But considering how much I put in, they could have grown more, but they didn't, because there are no promises. And then investments, all the investments I've ever had in this ISA. Now let's take a look at my pension. Here we are, the graph again. It's not even a flat line anymore, it's a bit of a up and down, up and down. It did pick up in the last week. Calculations. Month by month. And again, the ending balance is slightly bigger, but that's mainly because of my contributions, because as you can see, the personal investments and returns are in the red. Investments, all the ones I've ever had in this pension. And let's take a look at the overall portfolio, overall performance. As you can see, long term, the trend is still upwards. Many investors say that it's very arrogant and silly to believe that the markets will always go up. Of course they won't, they will go down, but after down comes up. So it's hopeful to believe they will go up eventually, but it's not silly. You can see it's slightly down. Month by month. As you can see, these personal investment returns, it shows that it hasn't been great. Let's take a look at the inside. Other, as you probably know, I mentioned that before, is a bug. So it shows as other, but some of those funds are actually supposed to be in different parts of the world, not other. Like this one, FTSE 100 is other 15%, and SP 500 is 15% in other too. Whereas we know that SP 500 should be in North America, and this fund should go into specific parts of the world. Vanguard is not bug-free. Please do not expect miracles. Some of you report that it's buggy, it keeps giving you wrong numbers. Call them, speak to them, complain, but I can guarantee you that any investing platform will have bugs. If it's big enough, it's just like Sainsbury's or Tesco's or any supermarket really, it is prone to have bugs. So we're having the geographical regions, but they're not as specific as they should be. Top investments, sector allocation, and performance in the last 3 months, which has not been great. So this is it, guys. This is my portfolio in October. Not many changes. I contributed quite a lot and not much of it is showing any return yet. But who cares? This is long-term investing, and what we're interested in is the value of that portfolio in 10, 15, 20 years time. And hopefully then we will be able to say it was worth it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope your portfolios are not in the red tragically or catastrophically. And if they are, you can see that it's an opportunity to buy something cheaper. It's a sale time, not necessarily a closing down sale, but still a very good bargain. So grab as many of those funds as you can. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.